Getting a personal loan is definitely a powerful financial tool you guys can use if you guys are looking to manage your guys' finances a little bit more effectively. And I say this because these unsecured loans typically come with a fixed interest rate, flexible repayment terms, and typically a lot of money and funding when you guys absolutely need it. Because typically when it comes to credit cards and personal loans, ladies and gentlemen, the credit cards are usually always going to have a higher interest rate than what a personal loan has. So it's like a no-brainer to use a personal loan to consolidate your guys' credit card debt. But you don't even need to use a personal loan solely for that purpose. You literally can use it for something else. It's just that most people out there usually use their personal loans to consolidate their credit card debt. But you can use a personal loan for pretty much anything you want, to be honest. Some people use a personal loan to make home improvements on their home, which can actually be a good thing if you do it correctly. Because if you make the right improvement on your home, you're putting something called sweat equity in your home. Sweat equity is when you built or upgraded something in your home to increase its value, so that way it's worth way more nowadays whenever you guys decide to sell it. So using a personal loan to make home improvements can actually be really beneficial for you, whether you guys decide to keep your home or whether you decide to sell it. A few other things though that people might use their personal loan for, maybe a wedding, or maybe even an unexpected emergency, or maybe even if you plan on moving soon or making a big purchase, whatever. The point is, getting a personal loan in today's world is definitely a valuable financial resource if you guys are looking to manage your guys' finances a little bit more effectively. Now, some of you guys might be like, all right, cool story, bro, but where can I get a decent personal loan from? I got you guys, don't worry, because in this video, we're going to be talking about 5 different lenders that offer pretty good personal loans based on my personal experiences and other people's personal experiences. And all the personal loan lenders I'm going to be mentioning in this video will have no prepayment penalty fees whatsoever. And you'll also be funded anywhere from 0 to 3 business days from the day that you guys got approved. So if you guys are looking to receive a personal loan and get funded as soon as possible by a decent lender, then make sure to watch this video all the way to the end so that way you, sir or ma'am, do not miss out on any valuable information that could help you out. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. But if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Ismael Sandiford and you are now watching Just Money, where we talk about financial related topics such as personal and business, credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so jumping right into it, one of the best places you guys can ever receive a personal loan that I personally think is super slept on is going to be Discover. Discover is going to give you guys a personal loan starting anywhere from $2,500 all the way up to $40,000 max. And literally anybody out there can receive a personal loan with them as long as you meet a few easy requirements. For one, you have to be at least 18 years of age in order to receive a personal loan with them. 2, you have to be making at least $25,000 a year. And 3, you have to have a valid United States Social Security number. Now, the minimum loan term in order to receive a personal loan with Discover is going to be 3 years, while 7 years being the max. However, the good thing is, as I stated earlier, there's not going to be any prepayment penalty fees. So if you guys have the money, then you guys can repay this loan back early if you guys would like to, so that way you can save your money. And just so you guys know, the interest rate that you're going to receive on this loan is going to be anywhere from 7.99% to 24.99%. Now, Discover claims there is not a minimum credit score requirement in order to receive a personal loan with them, because they do take other things into consideration when it comes to getting a personal loan with them besides a credit score. But honestly, I would recommend to have a credit score of at least 720 or above for best chances of approval. Now, there has been people out there who got a personal loan with them with only having a 620 credit score, so it definitely is possible. Discover says that your approval and the APR that you get is based off your overall credit history, the application form, and the term of the loan you have selected. So obviously, if you guys are putting good things on that application, like you guys have a high income or you have very low expenses, then all that definitely gets taken into consideration. Now, sometimes Discover will verify your income, but in some case scenarios, they won't. If they do want to verify your income, then all you need to do is hand them your pay stubs for the last 30 days, or another thing you can actually do is hand them your personal bank statements from the last 3 months. They really only verify your income though, depending on what you guys put on that application. And for those wondering what credit bureau they're going to be pulling from, it's either going to be TransUnion or Experian, depending on where you guys live, but most of the time it seems to always be Experian. If you guys want, you can actually pre-qualify for a personal loan on their website to see what you guys would qualify for roughly and what your interest rate would roughly be. And this will only be a soft pull on your credit in order to do this, so this will not affect your credit score at all whatsoever. One thing I do want to mention though is that co-signers will not be allowed on this loan like at all, because Discover just doesn't allow that. And if you guys end up getting denied for a personal loan with Discover, then you guys can apply again in just as little as 30 days if you guys would like to. But if you guys do end up getting approved for a personal loan with Discover, then you guys will be funded the very same day or at the latest 3 business days max. And these funds are going to go directly to the bank account that you guys had put on the application. But anyways, moving on to our second personal loan now, which is going to be issued through PenFed Credit Union. Now, in order to receive a personal loan with PenFed, you have to be banking with them, because if you are not banking with them, then you will not be granted a personal loan with them. The good news, however, is any of you guys out there watching this video can literally start banking with them if you guys would like to. This credit union is open to everyone, and all you need to do in order to start banking with them is just open up a savings account with just as little as $5. Before applying for a personal loan with them though, I would personally build a relationship with them anywhere from 2 to 3 months, because these credit unions tend to be relationship based. If you guys build a good relationship with PenFed, then your chances of getting a personal loan with them are going to be higher, and they'll even give you a higher limit as well. But one of the best things about getting a personal loan with PenFed is their minimum loan amount. From what I've seen personally, PenFed Credit Union will give you guys a personal loan with the minimum amount being very, very low compared to any other lender that I've seen out there besides Navy Federal. The minimum amount in order to receive a personal loan with PenFed Credit Union is going to be $600, while the maximum being $50,000. But another thing about getting a personal loan with PenFed that's really good is their rates are going to be anywhere from 8.99% to 18% max. That is super good because a lot of these other lenders out there will definitely go past 30% when it comes to getting a personal loan with them, but PenFed on the other hand is going to cap out at 18%. And the minimum loan term in order to get a personal loan with them is going to be 1 year, while at the max being 5 years. So this is definitely not like Discover to where the minimum loan term was 3 years, but it's kind of okay though because as I mentioned earlier, there are no prepayment penalty fees. Now the credit bureau that PenFed is going to be pulling from in order to get a personal loan with them is going to be Equifax, but in some case scenarios they can pull from your Experian as well. And also just like Discover, you can pre-qualify on their website for a personal loan while it only resulting in a soft pull. Now, PenFed claims there's not a minimum credit score requirement, but I would personally try to have at least a 650 credit score or higher for best chances of approval. Other things, though, that PenFed is going to look at when it comes to approving you is going to be your income, your work history, debt to income ratio, different accounts that you have opened up, and your credit score. So literally, all of that gets taken into account when deciding on whether to approve you for a personal loan with them or not. And you guys can have an 800 credit score, but if the rest of your stuff does not line up, then you guys will not get approved for a personal loan with them. Now, if you guys are looking to receive a personal loan with PenFed, all you have to do is call, you can walk in the branch, or you can just simply do it online, your choice. Once approved for the application though, they will either mail you your check if it's your first time getting a loan with them, but if not, then they're just going to deposit the funds into your account. But anyways, moving on to our third lender now that offers personal loans. Third lender that's going to offer you guys a personal loan is going to be called Upstart. The minimum loan amount in order to receive a personal loan with Upstart is going to be $1,000, while at the maximum being $50,000. Now this minimum amount can change depending on whether you live in Georgia, Massachusetts, or Hawaii, but all the other states is always going to be $1,000 minimum. But the minimum credit score required in order to get a personal loan with them is going to be 300 or higher. Yes, I know that sounds crazy, but that is literally what is both good and bad about them. It's cool because they'll give you a personal loan even if you do have a bad credit score, but the only catch is you're going to be at a really high APR. So that's pretty much what the trade-off is. But the requirement in order to get a personal loan with them is you must be at least 18 years of age and you must have a valid email address. That along with a verifiable name, date of birth, and social security number. You also must be making at least $12,000 a year and you have to have a bank account with an American financial institution that has an account and routing number so that way they can send you the funds. And of course, again, you must have a minimum credit score of 300, which I'm sure the majority of us definitely have. Now, as far as credit bureaus go, they're either going to be pulling from your TransUnion or your guys' Equifax. And as far as income verifications go, though, sometimes they will verify your income, but from the majority of what I've seen, they tend to not. If they do make you submit docs, though, if you guys are W-2, then they're going to watch your pay stubs from the last 30 days. But if you guys are self-employed, then they're definitely going to want to see your guys' tax returns. One thing they won't let you get this personal loan for is for something like schooling, if you guys are trying to get like private education or something. Other than that, you can pretty much use this personal loan though for whatever you want. Now the APR on this personal loan is going to range anywhere from 7.8% all the way up to 35.99%. So the better criteria that you guys have on paper, then obviously the better interest rate you guys are going to have. Your credit score is really not the only thing that they take into consideration when it comes to approving you for this loan. There's going to be other factors as well, but your credit score is definitely one of them. Some things that they're going to look at is everything on your credit report, including your payment history, how much debt you have, your income, and also if you guys have any higher education as well. But once you guys are approved for this personal loan, it usually takes anywhere from 1 to 3 business days to hit your guys' account, but in most case scenarios, it'll probably go to your account within the first day. And also really quick, if you guys are finding any of this information helpful, if you guys could do me a quick favor and hit the like button, I would really appreciate it because it really helps me out a lot, and then it's also a dope way to help support the channel. But anyways, moving on to our fourth personal loan now, which is going to be SoFi. The minimum loan amount in order to receive a personal loan with SoFi is going to be $5,000, and the maximum amount is going to be $100,000. And the minimum credit score needed in order to obtain a personal loan with SoFi is going to be a 680 credit score, and they are going to be pulling from your Experian. Now the minimum term you must have this loan for is going to be 2 years, while at the maximum being 7 years. And again, just like all the other loans we talked about, there's not going to be any prepayment penalty, so you guys can pay it off early if you guys would like to. Now when it comes to getting this loan, most of the time they will verify your income, but in some case scenarios they won't. If you make like $110,000 a year, then they need to verify that because that's going to determine the loan amount that you're going to be eligible for. So don't lie on your income, because if it doesn't match up when you guys submit your docs, then it's not going to look good and you probably won't get approved for a high limit or approved at all. And let me just also mention, you don't have to be banking with SoFi in order to receive a personal loan with them. But I will say, if you guys bank with SoFi and you set up a direct deposit with them, then you'll receive a 0.25% rate discount on your guys' personal loan. You'll also receive another 0.25% rate discount if you guys set up auto pay for your guys' personal loan as well. So just with those two right there, that's a total of a 0.50% cut on your guys' rate. Now if you guys are using this personal loan to consolidate credit card debt, if you link the credit issue for SoFi to pay them out directly, then they're going to give you another rate cut of 0.25%. So that's a total of a 0.75% 2.75% cut on your guys' rate if you guys are using this to consolidate credit card debt, you set up auto pay, and you already have a direct deposit up with SoFi. Do what you will with that information. But on another note though, you can actually pre-qualify for a personal loan with them while it only being a soft pull on your guys' credit, just like the other lenders. Once you pre-qualify and fill in all the information, they will tell you roughly what your interest rate is going to be and what your monthly payment will be as well. Now you guys can add a co-applicant if you guys would like to, but then your approval time might be extended up to another week. And the way to apply for this loan, you guys can either do it on the phone or you can just simply apply online. Honestly, I would recommend to just do it online because it's actually a really fast and easy process. You can't go into a branch and do it because SoFi is literally just an online bank and they don't have branches anywhere. But once you guys are approved for this personal loan, you can get funding anywhere from 0 to 3 business days. Most of the time though, it does come the same day. But anyways, moving on to our 5th personal loan now, which is going to be issued through Navy Federal Credit Union. I personally got this loan from Navy Federal Credit Union before, and honestly, I think it was the easiest personal loan I've ever gotten in my life, not gonna lie. Now, to get a personal loan with Navy Federal Credit Union, you have to be banking with them, and not anybody out there can just start banking with them. This credit union is military exclusive to people who are in the military or have some kind of ties in with the military. Now, there are other methods you guys can do to start banking with Navy Federal, so if you guys are interested in knowing more about that, then I actually made a full in-depth video going into detail on how you guys can start banking with them. So if you guys are interested in knowing more about that, then feel free to browse my YouTube channel or just hit the link in the description below, or just wait till this video's end and I'll put it at the end of this video for you guys to watch. But the minimum loan amount that you guys can receive a personal loan for with Navy Federal is going to be $250, while at the maximum being $50,000. And just so you guys know, they will be pulling from your TransUnion. Now, Navy Federal claims they don't have a minimum credit score requirement in order to receive a personal loan with them because they do take other things into consideration, but I would personally recommend to have a credit score of at least 660 or higher for best chances of approval. Other than that though, Navy Federal takes into consideration your job history and how much income you guys are bringing in. From what I've noticed personally, when it comes to personal loan applications, people who put a job history of 2 years or higher tend to get approved more. So do what you will with that information. And also, Navy Federal Credit Union is definitely a super relationship-based bank, so I would definitely establish some kind of relationship with them prior to applying for a personal loan with them. I would definitely set up a direct deposit with them and make them your main bank account for at least 2 to 3 months before applying for a personal loan with them, so that way you guys can get approved for it. One of the best things though about getting a personal loan with Navy Federal Credit Union, which is actually my personal favorite, is 9 times out of 10 they're not going to verify your income. When I got my personal loan with Navy Federal, they did not verify my income at all whatsoever. So that's the beauty about getting a personal loan with Navy Federal. Now, don't get it twisted, they may still ask for documentation. All I'm saying is most likely they won't, based on what I've personally seen. But the APR on a personal loan with Navy Federal is going to range anywhere from 8.99% to 18% depending on the loan term and your credit worthiness. Now again, in order to receive a personal loan with Navy Federal, you have to be banking with them, so that's kind of the downfall with them because not anybody out there can just bank with them. But if you guys are eligible to start banking with them, then you guys can apply for this personal loan inside the branch. You guys can call, or you guys can even do the application online. For me personally, I did it online and it was super easy. The funds will even come on the same day, but if they don't come on the same day, then it'll come the next day unless it's like a weekend or holiday or something. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, guys. Those are gonna be the top 5 personal loans in my opinion. Let me know in the comments below if you guys ever got a personal loan with any of these lenders before, and if so, let me know what was your experience with them. I would like to know. Don't forget to get your guys' free stock at Robinhood that could potentially be worth all the way to $200 when you guys use my link in the description below. And also, if you guys are looking for a high yield savings account, I personally use SoFi, so that's what I would recommend using. If you guys use my link in the description below, then you could potentially earn all the way up to $325 of free money, so I definitely wouldn't snooze on that while the offer is still available. And also really quick, I do offer one-on-one consultations. If you guys want to speak to me personally, the link will always be in the description below. But if you guys want the chance to win a free 15-minute consultation from me, all you have to do is comment the word free game in the comments below and send an email to my business email stating what you guys would like to talk about. I pick a winner every Monday. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, then I truly do appreciate you guys. We are at 52,358 subscribers at the time of this recording, so I do appreciate all who watch. I do post weekly videos for those that don't know, and if you guys haven't yet already, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't yet already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you guys get notified every time I post a new video. And again, we talk about personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics, so if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. We talk about how to get high limits on your guys' credit cards, talk about how to boost your personal credit, how to obtain business credit, we talk about real estate, we talk about mortgage loan programs, we talk about all that. So this is your one-stop shop. And also really quick, for those that don't know, I'm a licensed real estate agent and a licensed mortgage loan originator, so if you guys are looking to purchase or sell a home in Southern California, all my information will always be in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.